Hi, my name is Liz, and I'm the knitwear coordinator for Brooklyn Tweed. Today we are going to be talking about the crochet provisional cast-on, which is one of my favorites. So the essential things you'll need to start with your crochet provisional cast-on: your working needles. You'll need a crochet hook of a similar size to your working needles. You're going to need waste yarn in a similar size to your working yarn, and then the yarn you're going to knit with. So to start with, we're going to take our crochet hook and our waste yarn. We're going to make a slip knot in the end of our waste yarn, just like so, and then tighten it up on our crochet hook. And then we're going to take our working needles and we're going to put that to the back of the crochet hook. We're going to make a nice little X to it, and it's easy to sort of hold it with your thumb. Then we're going to take this yarn, wrap it around behind both of them, and then we're going to pull it through the slip knot on the crochet hook, like so. And we now have one stitch on our needle. We are going to continue that, wrapping around behind, keeping the X, pulling the yarn through, and so now we have 2 stitches. We're going to continue doing that until you have all the stitches required for your cast-on, whatever your pattern requires. All right, so we've continued making these stitches onto your needle until you have the required amount for your pattern. So for this example, we're just going to use this amount here. And then just to sort of secure our end, we're going to not wrap around the needle anymore, and we're just going to wrap around the crochet hook. And we're just going to sort of do a little crochet chain of about maybe 5 stitches, and that will just sort of secure our yarn end here so it doesn't unravel on us. And you just pull this through and discard that. Don't need it anymore. And so now we're just ready to knit right into our stitches here. And that's why I love this cast on, because the working yarn is for our project is just ready to go right in here. So now we don't need our crochet hook anymore, and I'm just going to cut the tail end here of our waste yarn and then pull this through, and now we have a nice secure little end, and we can just start knitting. So I'm going to take my working yarn here, and I'm going to use the waste yarn on my left needle, just knit right into that. And then I would knit all of the stitches on my needle. All right, I'm just going to tighten that last one up there. And then you can just continue. You've essentially just cast on for your project right now, and you just keep knitting with your working yarn. And after you've gotten a little ways into your project, a couple of inches, just so things are secure, you can remove the waste yarn from your cast on. But it's quick and easy, one-step crochet cast on. Love it. So now that we've knit a little bit into our project, we can take out the provisional cast on here. So we're just going to unpick this last little chain here, and then we can just go zip, zip, zip. And then when we get to our main yarn here, we want to be careful, and we want to have our other needle ready so that we can pick up the stitch that's now loose, like so. And so I like to go pretty slow, take it one at a time, pick up all my little stitches. So now that all of the stitches have been picked back up from your provisional cast on, you can pull the last little bit of yarn out here. And all of your stitches are now live on your needle, ready to work.
One place where you'll find this particular provisional crochet cast on is in the Newell cardigan. This is a design by Paula Pereira. Newell has both a cardigan and a vest option, and it's part of our Wool People 13 collection. And the provisional cast-on happens at the beginning. You knit a few rows after that cast-on, pull your stitches out, and then you arrange them so that you're all set up for your cable pattern right here. In some ways, it's used in this pattern like we often use tubular cast-on, but this one uses a crochet provisional in order to create that really great cable setup pattern. So that's one place where you're going to use it.